Yeah, what's up PPL fans, Shoutout here, and welcome to my week 3 team building video against Jack, the non-fanatic, and the Norwich Skitty. Now, before I start off, I want to apologize for this being late. Things happened, basically, and this is also why there's no beautiful GFX and stuff, because I just don't have the time. So you're probably just gonna see Showdown. If I decide differently, then you will also notice that, but for now, we're just gonna go with Showdown because I want to get this video up in time. I'm already too late, but I don't want to make this way too late, have the video take 6 hours to run, stuff like that. Yeah, so we go up against Jetty Norwich Skitty, or Don Fanatic and the Norwich Skitty, whatever, this week. And there was a transfer window in between, and I decided to, unfortunately, drop our captain Gabador, Vidal, as well as Behem and Jalek, to get a new mon. And initially I wanted to get a ground type. I also made a video on this, but I decided to not upload it because time. And the mon I decided to pick up instead of a ground type, because I noticed all the ground types in the electrics in the league kind of beat ground types to some extent. So I was like, yeah, I'd rather have this mon because it gives me a lot of other good things that my team could very well use. And the mon that I decided to pick up is Skuntank, gonna be called Zebo, based on Zero and Jobo, because things and stuff. It's not important. But yeah, that's Skuntank, is our new member. Gabador unfortunately has to leave the team. Really unfortunate, because I really want to see Gabador. And Behem I'm not too sad about. Sorry, but you know. But the thing is, if I want to drop Skuntank at some point, I can still get Behem later on in the season, if that's not Behem, Gabador, if I feel like that's necessary later on. So, without further ado, we're gonna go into Jack's team. I'll put a screenshot on the screen or something. It consists of Weavile, Heatran, Aromatisse, Heliolisk, Mega Slowbro, Fortress, Hitmonchan, his new transfer Torterra, Salamence, and Dodrio. So, initially I thought we had a pretty good matchup, but then I realized we don't have switch-ins to a couple things, and the more I build my team, I realized I can't fit Jolteon on there, even though it would have an amazing matchup against him. Initially, when I first built the team, I expect Jolteon as my first mon, and then just slap other mons on there to deal with his team. But then he picked up Torterra, and I decided to just start over. I have new mons, he has new mons. Just completely start over this team building, and it ended up not having Jolteon on there. That's just kind of how it happened. That was my plan. I really wanted Jolteon, but yeah. So the first one I'm bringing is our new captain, Tiny Blue, the Manaphy. Is now wearing a little captain's badge, which you obviously can't see because it's small. It's still be there. No item with Hydration, Rain Dance, Rest, Scald, and Ice Beam, Max HP, Max Defense, Bolt, and 4 on Special Attack. Pretty straightforward. This is my answer to Weavile. Weavile can't do anything to Manaphy. It's incredible how bulky the thing is. No item because that will weaken knockoff and make it less of a problem. I don't really use leftovers. And between Rain Dance and Rest, I can stall the thing out. I have Ice Beam to hit the Salamence. I initially wanted HP fighting to hit to Oko Weavile, as well as hitting Heliolisk on the switch, because that's of course immune to my stab. However, I felt like overall Ice Beam was more useful because Salamence was kind of threatening. It also one-shots, well, it does a lot of terror depending on its spread. Yeah, maybe HP fighting would have been better, who knows, because it would be a really safe middle ground play, because it would kill Weavile and deal damage to switch in heals and stuff like that. So, but you know, Ice Beam is still nice to have. It's a nice beam. And basically this is just there for Weavile, but it's also my switch into Heatran, which I realized after building is a huge threat to my team if it's offensive. Defensive, not so much. Also, this gives me another check, or a good mon that takes on Fortress. And if he decides to bring Dodrio for whatever reason, I can use it as well. It's not what it's there for, though. I can spread breath, Scald, stuff like that, and it's just really good. And we're gonna move on. So, of course, with Manaphy, that brings up Heliolisk as a problem. So I decided to bring Evergreen the Shaman with an Assault Vest. This is not only my answer to Heliolisk, it is also my answer to Mega Slowbro. Because with the Assault Vest, I don't take a lot of damage from anything that's thrown at me. And my moveset consists of course, ability is Natural Cure, is the only thing it gets. Seed Flare, HP Ice for the Salamence, Earth Power for Heatran, and neutral damage on Fortress, and Giga Drain for recovery. 124 HP, 132 special attack, and max speed with a timid nature. Max speed because if it comes down to it, I want a speed tag with the settlements in this case. It's always a toss-up what I want to do with my base 100s against opposing base 100s. In this case, I felt like max speed would be nice. So once again, I have HPIs. Not sure if that's the best option. I'm kind of over-prepared for men's, I think. But what can you do? And this thing puts in a lot of work against the team. He doesn't really have any switches to the thing. I'm very much expecting a Hitmonchan over Fortress in all honesty. Just because Hitmonchan has a much better matchup than Fortress. That's just how it is. A lot of things on my team can bob Fortress, they get fire coverage, and Hitmonchan just takes hits from pretty much everything that's special, and can threaten a lot of things with priority moves, coverage moves, and even its stat moves. So I don't have many fighting resistances on my team. I was very much expecting Hitmonchan, and we'll see if he actually brought that. If you have seen this battle already, then you already know what happened. Anyway, so that's Shaman. This thing is really bulky. It just takes like, I think like max 30-40% from Specs Heliolisk, which is crazy. I'm not expecting to bring Specs anyway. So next up, I needed a counter to Salamence, and that is Registeel. The Registeel is also my rocker. Leftovers, Clear Body, Stealth Rocks, Iron Head, Ice Punch, and T-Wave. Max HP, 222 defense with Impish Nature, and 36 in special defense. Now, this spread is allows me to not get 2-hit KO'd by Salamence ever. I think it's been a while since I built this team. I think even at +1, unless he's Life Orb, it's not a 2-hit KO with Earthquake, which is incredible. 36 special defense EVs also allow me to not get 2-hit KO'd by Fire Blast, depending on his spread though. This is the best thing I could do. Rocks, because Rocks. Iron Head to get stab hit off on Weavile to just demolish that thing. Have something to hit Aromatisse hard, which is a mono kind of underprepared, I'm not gonna lie. And just general good damage. Ice Punch is for the Salamence, of course, and the Torterra. Torterra is gonna take a buttload from this, and that's gonna be really nice. So that's basically that. It's just there for what's its face? Men's, and just spread T-Waves, Scatter Rocks, that kind of thing. Just what Registeel does, basically. So, next up we have Toffifee, the Togekiss with a Yachi Berry, Serene Grace, Air Slash, Aura Sphere, Defog, and Roost. 244 HP, max defense, Bolt with 12 in special attack, 244 just because on even HP. That's just it. The thing is there for Hitmonchan mainly. It's also, I want a Defogger this week because he has potential of sending up Spikes and Toxic Spikes. I did not want those around. Fortress, of course. So yeah, that's why I have that. Aura Sphere because it one-shots Weavile, it does good damage to Heatran, it does a lot of damage to Heliolisk, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yachi Berry because this gives me an additional check to Weavile, because Weavile is a huge threat to my team, the biggest one actually. And yeah, that's that. Also has me take on Hitmonchan in case I want to go for Ice Punch. Yachi Berry comes in and it's not going to do anything. So that's that. Pretty self-explanatory what Toffifee is going to do these nuts. Yeah, Roost Recovery, Defog because I want to get rid of Rocks if necessary, and yeah. Next up, we have the debut of John Cena. I'm not going to add anything in here because it's effort. Choice Scarf with Limber, Close Combat, Mark Punch, Stone Edge, and Poison Jab. Max attack, 180 speed with a Jolly Nature and 76 in defense. This is to outspeed a potential Scarf Tran. That's what I was expecting, because it's the only set that's good against my team, really. So I decided to put them into defense rather than HP because I can take an Ice Shot a little bit better. And this is my late game sweeper because Mega Slowbro has a terrible matchup against my draft. Shaman demolishes it, Jolteon demolishes it, Manaphy can beat it if it's a Tail Glow set, Kyurem does so much damage to it, Megalodactyl has a 3-hit KO, Skuntank can do a lot to it, Togekiss can flinch it and potentially even beat it, depending on the set. Registeel can drop Toxic, and Bro just doesn't work against my team. Yeah, that's the only thing that would stop is Hitmonlee. The only thing would completely stop is Hitmonlee. So, bringing Mega Slowbro against my team would be a terrible decision on Jack's part. But it's Jack. So you know. Yeah, Close Combat because damage, because I didn't want to run High Jump Kick and miss because I don't need it. Mark Punch because I can kill a Weavile Even if I'm low, I'm scarfed out speed, so Mark Punch will go before I shot and knock it the fuck out. Also heal risk if it's scarfed. Stone Edge for the Elements and Poison Jab for the Aromatisse. It doesn't do as much as I wanted to, but it does damage. That's pretty much it. The thing is there to clean up late game and keep things like Weavile and Heatran and Heal Risk in check. And Hitmonchan, because Mark Punch is a thing, if it's like an agility variant. And last but not least, we have Costa the Mega Aerodactyl. If Shoutout could work with me, thank you. Aerodactyl, Light Pressure, Hone Claws, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Fire Fang. So once again, a Hone Claws variant. Max attack, 196 defense and 60 speed with a Jolly nature. This allows me to outspeed Weavile. I decided to go with Jolly over Adamant just to have that additional bulk. And this means I can chew, quote unquote, chew an Ice Shard from Weavile. Also means I take a lot less from Hitmonchan and Torterra. Salamence is the main thing with this spread over HP investment. Because even at +1 Adamant, I can live a Dragon Claw. I think even Life Orb, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, so that's pretty cool. This thing also can set up on a couple of things. Earthquake is for Heatran and Heal Risk, and that's pretty much it. Stone Edge for stab and hitting a lot of his team hard. Fire Fang for the Fortress because I didn't have any fire coverage yet. Initially I had a 4 attacks variant with no stab, but I changed it because blame Ethan. He was like, hey, was it Ethan? I think it was Ethan, could be wrong. He said Hone Claws is good. I was like, yeah, probably, because Star Wars terrible against my team. He's not gonna bring that, right? So yeah, that's my team for this week. Battle will go up soon-ish. I'm not happy with the team in, retrospective, because the game has been played. I'm not 100% happy with the team, but I don't think I could have done much better. Just a few things, maybe. Bring Jolteon over Arrow, for example, would be an option. I don't know. I think, yeah, probably Jolteon over Arrow would have been better. Oh well, hindsight is 20/20. But anyway, it's the team. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you think of the team, and make sure to check out the battle. Make sure to check out Jack. He's nearing 1,000 subs, and if he hits 1,000 subs, he's gonna do a thing with Sis. This is awesome. They're gonna do karaoke or some shit, if I remember correctly. Do it. Sub to them, and then to Jack, and unsub afterwards. Thank you. Yeah, that's gonna be it. The battle will go up sometime soon in the next days. I don't know, because time is a thing. So, yeah, I talk really fast, I think, but it's late. Don't judge me. You know what the fuck I've been through, but I don't know something about you. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some nudes. I'll appreciate all 3 of those, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.